we're going to hear a very interesting tale, a story, if you will, a story of perseverance, a story with heroes, villains, a lot of drama. How will the story end? I don't know. That's for Eric to tell us tonight. But it has been a very eventful few weeks, and he's going to talk to us about that. I know from an outsider, as someone who minted and was very proud to mint an Immortalz, and you can see my beauty right here, the one that I minted. From an outside looking in, what happened was interesting, to say the least. So, no one cares about my perspective, though, and I'll share a little bit what it was like for us who were minting it. But what did Eric think and the team, and what were they going through during this process? And more importantly, as we look ahead, what great things do we have in store with this product? Because again, I know a lot of us were super pumped to mint, very excited to be a part of this project, be a part of this community. And I know a lot of us are looking forward tonight to hearing from the man himself to let us know what does he have in store. So without further ado, let's bring in the founder of the Immortalz. How are you doing? Busy time for you guys, busy few weeks. You hanging in there? Are you sleeping? How are you feeling just generally right now?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, I am sleeping, but we weren't, I wasn't really in the team either in the first few days, so yeah, kind of picking it up a little bit. But yeah, so much things to do. Every single day, more people joining in, new partnerships. We have a lot of things on our plate, a lot of plans for the future, so it never stops and it's exciting. So that's what keeps me engaged and excited also.
Now, you can see I don't have many notes for today's show, so I mean, there's not much for us to talk about, honestly. I think it can be, pretty quick. But yeah, so first off, before we get into kind of some of the stuff that you've been through, can you talk to a little bit about what inspired you to come up with the Immortalz? What was kind of the vision behind it? What led you to kind of make this creation?
Yeah, well, I was always a gamer. I was always liking Star Wars movies, parallel universes or worlds where you have creative freedom. Basically, you can do whatever you want. And just chatting with Kevin, and I wasn't the only one coming up with all these ideas. Kevin helped build and is also building a lot of the world with other members and getting the ideas from the team. And it's just this parallel universe 4K 25F. It's just you can do whatever you want in it. And with the Ether Gods and the Embari Beasts and the Immortalz, it was just a representation of what it would be to be powerful. The Immortalz, and to be able to go from universes to universes. And I always was also a fan of like Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z's, animes, and so Kevin also. And when he showed me his drawings of how he imagined it, I fell in love immediately. And yeah, I just said, okay, we have to do something with this. This is really exciting. This is interesting, and there's so much possibilities with the way VR is going. So you not only create the world that you want, but you can actually be in it. And that was where we decided we're going to do this, and we're going to bring it as far as we can imagine.
So like you guys did a tremendous job leading up to mint, right? I mean, the hype was there. The Discord was sensational. I think you guys had well over 30,000 people in there. I mean, honestly, the way that the gas is going, a lot of people, me and my community, we were just worried will we be able to mint one, right? With the gas being so high, and it's getting into some of these great projects that have all the hype and that look so phenomenal. They can be get really hard to be able to mint. So I know me and my community, mint day came, and we were all nervous, checking the gas like we were always doing, and then we noticed the Discord. There was some FUD going on, but I wasn't paying too much attention to them. We were just more focused on what's the gas going to be, how do we mint these babies, because they look sensational. We want to be a part of this community, right? And so we went to mint, and I was super pumped that I was able to get one, like pretty easily, like much easier than some of these other projects. And a couple other people in our community were as well. Others weren't able to mint. And then all of a sudden, everyone's like, "Have you seen what's going on in their Discord? Like, you got to check it out." And I'm like, "All right, what are you talking about?" I'm doing a million things. So I go in there, and it's chaos. I don't know how many of you guys. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching were in there as well. And it really seemed like there was just something that was sinister going on. And it just didn't seem right. Something was clearly amiss. And little did we know, we find out that basically right 1 minute before minting, you have bots attacking your system.
Yeah.
Some people can't even mint at all. You have people doing a coordinated attack against your project, simply because Kevin Moses, who's the artist behind this project, he was involved in a prior project that, again, it was a rug pull, but it wasn't. Kevin was not a part of that, and it was super unfortunate. The fact that I'm not even exactly sure. Maybe you can tell me. You don't have to if you don't want to. Who was doing this coordinated attack? Was it people just trying to get back at Kevin, even though he was actually the good guy and who's the one who stayed around in the last project when he got left to dry? So there was a big coordinated attack against you guys, where 20, 30 people were spreading so much FUD and negativity in your Discord, and again, bots attacking the mint, and it really caused havoc. And just from your perspective, take us through what was going through your mind as the hype. We were all so hyped, right? And you must have been ecstatic. You're finally reaching this point. So what's going through your head when all of this is kind of starting to take place?
For me, I have a big heart. Sometimes some people say I'm naive. I trust very easily. So for me, it was very difficult to imagine that some people's jealousy of other projects' success could make them do such horrible things and spend their hard-earned money, or I don't know how they got their money, these guys, but they're spending money to destroy us.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. Like, I've never seen that. I'm fairly new to the space, but I bought NFTs and things like that. This is my first project, but I've never seen so much anger towards somebody. And I can understand, but I wouldn't because Kevin is like a gem, right? You want to keep it.
Yeah.
He's the goose that lays the golden eggs.
Yeah.
So when the goose goes away, then you're really mad. Probably that's what happened. And it was not only bots. There was so many things, like you said, the FUD, coordinated attack, and we have proof of that. We have the names. We know everything. We won't start doing that, spreading that. We don't want to participate in this. But for myself, it was just, let's go. Let's show what we really have. And let's show that we really like this project and we're bringing this home. We're going to knock it out of the park, even if there's anything in our way.
Just take me though inside your own mind, if you can, right? Because it's going to be a euphoric moment. You're minting, and then immediately this is happening, and it's really screwing up. It's screwing up your baby, your project. So, how quickly are you able to get? You're getting the emotions kind of go high to low, where you're kind of getting angry, but then you're like, oh shit. We got to get our act together so we can still have a successful launch, because you had work to do.
Yeah, definitely. So we had to stop the FUD, explain the situation. There was one thing that kind of helped us and hurt us at the same time. We had the whitelist. So only certain people were able to mint.
Right.
And regardless of that, a lot of people, I had like over 200, 300 DMs of people I was answering. You know, the screenshots. I want to have one. I want to have an Immortal. It failed. You know, I'm on the whitelist. Why am I having this problem? So we checked, you know, in the background, and there was like, even before we dropped the link of the Mint, the Mint website.
Yeah.
There was 50,000 individual, like, not person, but like identity there. Like, there was clearly something that was there and creating congestion on the network, and, you know, this screwing up our progress, you know, to have these Immortal drop in the wallet of the people that wanted to have them. And a lot of people, you know, mix with all the fun, regardless of the art being great, you know, and they just probably said, okay, you know, that maybe it's not the right project for me. And I was sad because, you know, a lot of people, they would have really loved our community, and the ones that are there right now, they're really strong, and they came together to solve yet other challenges that we had. So we have a really great community, but at that time I was really sad that we missed a lot of people that would have had that chance to be part of something like this.
Yeah,
because
but
I believe that they're, yeah, I'll go ahead.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, though. I mean, you may have been sad, but you were busting your ass. I mean, you're putting
Yeah, for sure.
you're putting up a YouTube video immediately, trying to get ahead of it, right? While more and more articles are coming and attacking you. You guys are finding out 10 minutes before the contract, 10 minutes before Mint, that people have gotten into your smart contract, and they're trying to basically manipulate and expose the data before it's even available. So you guys have all these things that you're dealing with, and you guys aren't. I mean, and this is like, you guys know, chat knows, and the communities know how fast this space is moving. This is all in real time. Like, you guys don't have time to feel sorry for yourself. You guys are all working and figuring out, okay, we got to come up. This is happening, but we got to find solutions, and we got to move forward. And at some point, you guys make what I think. Again, like, to me, a lot of these projects, and I say it all the time. It's about when you're choosing to go into a product or not. You're choosing to get involved with people, right? And you want to, and it's easy to get involved and be with someone when things are going great. What you want to see is how they respond in times of adversity. And this is what these guys had to deal with. And this is and the way that they responded, and we'll keep hear a little bit of what they were able to do, is pretty extraordinary. Because a lot of projects, they would have failed. They just would have failed. They wouldn't have been able to overcome all of the obstacles that were in place for these guys. Again, this coordinated attack was pretty vicious from a lot of different angles. And they kept attacking, and they kept your response was, you know, one by one. You were each issue you guys were handling, tackling, and then moving on to the next. Including, you guys made what I thought was a kind of a genius move. You had a 10K mint, like a lot of projects, right? And all of a sudden, you cut it off.
Yeah.
You guys cut it off at 4,511, and you basically said, "We're good, we're good." So can you take us a little bit more into that day? You cut off the mint, right? You're dealing with all this stuff. You put out the YouTube video, which I thought was great. You addressed all the issues regarding Kevin and how that was just not true. The rumors that were being spread about him. It was a project that while he was a part of it, he wasn't a part of the negative aspect of it. And then you're dealing with the smart contract as well. So again, take us through how you're being able to handle all of these things all at once.
Well, the smart contract, that's not my field really, but for the 4,511, we decided to, you know, again, we are community based, really community oriented, and the goal is just to have the community participate. You know, the level of engagement that we have in our community is tenfold what other projects have, you know, especially in these times. So we just ask, you know, what do you guys want? What do you think is best? You know, we had our idea, and everybody said the same thing, you know. So we had a discussion, and we came to that conclusion that it would be the best for everybody. Because in Immortalz, you know, and all the other assets that are going to be created within this world that we are creating. We're creating with the community, right? It's a movement that we're all participating towards building.
Yeah.
And it's a universe that we cannot build alone. And it wouldn't be fun to build this world alone, just for us. It's for the community. So everybody's chipping in ideas, and I know for a fact that more than 20 developers within the community came together and helped solve the smart contract issues. And that was the moment where I saw a total shift in the community. That made me realize, if you have the right people, with the right attitude, with the right goals, they're there. They see the value that you bring. You're not going anywhere. They have to trust in the project, because that's what happens. 99.99% of those the projects, the NFT projects out there, they're gonna leave you.
Right.
They're not gonna be there a few days after the sell, and you're gonna be left alone in the Discord. So that's the total opposite that what we're doing, and we see the value in this, because now we can have a family. I call it family in the pocket. Because you can go on your Discord on your phone. So anything you need, sometimes you just need a chat. In these difficult time with the I won't say the word, but the CVID situation. People are spending more time alone. So it's important to have a community, but also for the project. Specifically with what we're building, the anime, the world, the whole realm with everything, every components in them. The community is participating and is building it together. That's the goal.
I don't know if you heard my dog in the background. He's pissed off about the coordinated attack. I mean, he's ready. He's ready to fight for you. I mean, he is. And I think,
bring him on.
Yeah, I think it really is cool, right? It does seem, like you said, the community rallied together, helping you guys fix the smart contract. But look, yeah. I think, and again, I don't need to get into financial numbers, but you guys made a couple brave decisions, and they must have been hard, because look, we know it's cost a lot of money to come up with these projects, and reducing that mint more than half was a brave decision. And then also, look, I mean, you guys had to burn the old smart contract, make a new contract, right, and then airdrop them to all the holders. And I think you guys spent more money than anyone in this space before in gas fees, airdropping all of people like me and my community, your community, who already had purchased minted Immortalz, because we had to because of the smart contract issue, you had to airdrop us new NFTs basically, and you guys already took the money out of your pocket and paid for those gas fees as well. So those must have been, those were brave decisions in my opinion.
Yeah, well, the money is important for any business, and I see what we have like a business, and everybody, it's important money, but it's not our focus. Our focus is people and our community. So that's why we made this decision. It was a pretty easy decision, to be honest, because we're all in line in that. I don't consider myself, the only founder. Kevin and the other participating members, everybody that was there since day one, I consider them founders. So we're about 6, and yeah, it was very easy, because we're all the same. We have this goal to serve our community and do what's best for them, and that's why we did what we did. And yes, we spent about $350,000 US in for the gas fees, and because we said we were gonna spend $400,000 publicly, and then it just cost us $350,000. Then we did something with this $50,000 US, right? We bought up the floor of our Immortalz, and we're gonna do giveaways. We're gonna give back to the community with a part of that, and another part is gonna be for a marketing campaign and bringing more people on and doing giveaways. So we're really oriented towards the community, and that's why I think it was a fairly easy decision for us.
And then is for you guys, for you personally, for the team, is that kind of when you sensed a shift, like you kind of talked about a little bit, where you're like, okay, like not only are we going to get through this, but like our community's badass. Like we have the community not only overcome this, but now we get to work, and now we look at the roadmap, and now we talk about what's to come in the future, and now you started to kind of get over kind of some of the dark things you had to deal with the mint, and then now it was your attitude was it more kind of positive, and you were really kind of got tunnel vision on, okay, now let's go. Now let's try to put our vision into reality.
Yeah, definitely. For me, the moment was with the developers. That's when I really felt like, wow, the community is coming together, and we're gonna go through anything, right? Because at first we were 6, 6 people having the same goal. Then we brought up, 2,200 holders, and not all 2,200 holders have the same vision. Some are selling, some are holding more than 15 Immortalz, and they will be with us forever.
Yeah.
So you have different level of belief. They have different goals. But that day with the developers, we had at least those 20 developers and a big part of the community plus us 6. So we were about 50, that had all the same goal. And then we grew to 100 the next day. And then we saw it just get bigger, and we gained more traction because the community came together. And that was the moment, the developer that helped fix that, because we got attacked. Everything was we had to pick up the pieces and redo everything. So the community helped do it, and if we're gonna make it, it's gonna be with the community, and the credit is gonna be in a big part to the community, and that's why we're giving a lot back to them. And we have plans to give back to them in the coming days, in the coming weeks, in the coming months, and it's always going to be our focus. Of course, we need to be profitable if we want to do the projects like the animes. They cost a lot of money. We want to make them really badass. They're going to be exceptional. I've seen some few bits and pieces, and it's going to be amazing. But the focus is the community.
All right, now we got through some of that. And by the way, it's all the stuff you're talking about. This all took place in like a matter of days, right? I mean, so like, I can't only imagine the whirlwind that you guys have been through. But let's go through a little bit of the roadmap. There's a lot of exciting, really cool things on here to come, and that's why for me, I know personally, I'm holding. Like I'm in for long term. I know a lot of the NFT space. People like to flip, and that's never been my thing. I know a lot of people in my community. We're more of we get in projects that we want to be a part of, like you said, the community, and hold and watch and wait for the cool things that are on the roadmap to actually happen, rather than be people who just buy, flip, and move on to the next one. And so we look into your roadmap. So the fourth thing down here is NFTer integration. I think a lot of people. Me included. Now I know what NFTer is. But before I wasn't really entirely that sure about it. And so for people who are in the show not really know what NFTer means, can you talk a little bit about what the NFTer integration means, and what you see in store with that on the roadmap here?
The NFTer, I'm not. I know it's with the social medias, but I'm not an expert in that. That's more the developers. So maybe you've done your research a little bit more, I don't even think I'm just receiving messages from Kevin, probably watching the stream. He says we might not need it anymore. So
you know what I always say? I say NFTer sucks. I don't need. We don't need NFTer. We don't need it. We don't even need it, do we? Let's be honest.
So yeah, it's a social media thing. I couldn't say exactly what it is, but you can ask me anything else on the roadmap.
Let's go, and we will. Let's move on. Reveal of the Ether Gods, 500 3D NFTs of the gods of the Ether realm. Talk to a little bit about what the Ether Gods are, the concept around it, and just what you envision here.
Yes. So this whole universe has been created by these gods, the ether gods. And I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not gonna say too much.
No one's watching. Don't worry.
Imagine.
You can spoil. Just talk to me. No one's watching. They don't care.
No. Just imagine the most powerful being and capable of creating another universe.
Okay.
And that's what you basically have. So there's a lot of possibilities there. I've seen some of Kevin's work on them. He's working every single day on the Emberry Beast, the Ether Gods, the Immortal. It's been a work in progress for months, right? So I've seen a lot of things, but you'll be excited for the Ether Gods. I can promise you that. And basically, yeah, they have all the powers. So if you can create a universe, you can do anything, basically.
All right, let's move on to next. We have the manga starts being drawn. So this is like basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, a comic book, little anime that will be start being developed here. Parallel universe hunters created out of the sun in the ether realm.
Yeah. So we are gonna have comic book versions, but we were so excited about the anime, and because there was so many things that happened at the beginning of our story, we decided to include that in the anime. So we're basically gonna tell our story through the anime, and that's why we got really excited about the anime. We're gonna take our revenge on those who attacked us by
Nice.
depicting them as monsters,
Nice.
in this anime, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So you're all gonna be part of this story, and anybody that join forces with the Immortalz and that contribute, you will be in the anime, because in a form or another, we will want to represent that, and those who will try to attack us in not a good way. I don't know. I don't want to say any bad things, but it was not ethical, to send bots and to destroy our system and to destroy our Discord. But yeah, you will not be an angel in the anime. That's for sure.
A little revenge. I like it.
Yeah. You have to have fun, right?
You have to have fun. Now, again, what we have here. Hold on. Oh no, I lost it. Immortalz pets.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
I have a visual. I gotta find this visual. But the only way an immortal crosses a black hole is through the Emberry Beast from the 74th Lunar Protocol. These beasts were created to sustain the infinite power of a black hole. We will create you're creating an entire series of these Emberry Beasts. So talk a little bit about the pets, and I'm gonna find a way to show everyone a little visual of these pets, because these look awesome.
I just sent you. They are amazing. I've just sent you a little picture that you can show. Basically, the Immortalz, they can traverse from universes to universes, but they need to have a little bit of help. So it's only with an Emberry Beast that they can do it, or else they disintegrate. They can't do it. So it's their pet, it's their helper. And I was a big fan of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, Nintendo 64, and you need your fairy, around with you. You need your fairy to do a lot of things to help you to do your quest and to go on in your adventure. And the Emberry Beast, that's one of their main purposes, is to accompany the Immortalz in their quest and help them to go from universes to universes. They're really powerful beings. Although small, they are very powerful. that's why we call them beasts.
All right, and I got to show this. I will find a way to show this. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm doing this. Hold on. By the way, this guy's super handsome. I know you're mad right now. We're not showing him. Don't worry. We'll get him back on the screen. I promise. Look at this thing. And then also, you got to look at this. I mean, and this is just unbelievably cool stuff. Now we got to get Kevin back on. So this is again. You talk about really cool stuff.
Yeah, and Kevin helped me to get all of that sorted, because at first when we were talking about it, I wanted more of like a wolf, big beast, the wolf type kind of thing. And Kevin cleverly came up with this a few months. So yeah, I was when he showed me that, I fell in love immediately, because that's unique. Never saw that. That's not how I imagined it, and that's the strength of Kevin. He knows how to really get something, the final goal of it, but in an unusual way. And that's why everybody wants him in their NFT project and are ready to destroy the other projects that have him.
I mean, yeah, it's just again that this is just so cool to actually see some of this artwork, and
he's yeah.
So we have the pets, and then the final thing on the roadmap, we have pilot episode. So a little bit here. What are we thinking when we talk pilots? Are we animated series, TV shows? What are we thinking here?
Yeah, so the pilot will be a story that was already prepared, thought of, and it's going to show the art style. It's going to show a little bit of what we want to do. So it's going to be like a single story. Maybe we're going to grow on this. Maybe it's going to go further. But what we really want to do with what happened with the interesting part of the story, we didn't think that it would be so much events that happened from the beginning of our journey, and it's been 11 days for us, not the art but the actual launch, and the creation of the socials and the Discord, and we didn't have a Twitter, we didn't have an Instagram, we didn't have anything except the art that has been worked on for months, and the story behind the lore and the elements in this universe. So in 11 days, you could tell me it's been a month and I would believe you,
Yeah.
because there's so many things that happen, and that motivated us to do a series based on that. So the pilot episode is going to be more to showcase the art style, and just to get something out, because again, it's all about the community, and our community, they are anime fans. They really like that. That's why they want the Immortalz, and they love them, and they're super cool, obviously, but they have that anime feel to it, and we want to bring them to life. We want to bring these immortal to life. We want to show how they move, how they can go from universe to universe, how they use their Ember beast, what the ether gods look like. And so an anime for us is really gonna tie everything together, and there's gonna be cool lore.
Do you envision like our own, like the NFTs that we have being a part of the anime? Like of right now the 4,511 holders, are they gonna? There's a chance their NFTs will be a part of this, or is that you don't want to go spoil anything or make say anything regarding that right now. You're, I don't know. I'm seeing something that smile seems like maybe a yes. I don't know.
I'll just say one thing. If you have an impact on our journey, the Immortal family and the community, obviously you're gonna be part of the anime, because the anime is a representation of our story, of our journey. So along the way, everybody that participate at a certain level, they will be in the anime and their avatar. So that's what I can say.
Do you have plans for? We have 4,511 that were minted out of the 10,000. Are the remaining 6,000, are they being burned? Do you guys have plans for those at some point to be resurrected? Have you thought about what's happening? Because I did notice the website changed from saying originally 10,000 to now it does say 4,500 Immortalz. It said 10,000, I think, yesterday. Maybe even this morning. I don't even remember when it changed. Any plans, or can you tell us a little bit about where those 6,000 Immortalz are?
They're in another universe for now, and we may have some plans, we may not have, but I would like to keep some things for the future.
Sure.
In the few weeks that are gonna come.
I know already. I'm sensing again, because the community's so strong. Do we envision things, merchandise, and things that we can show our support for Immortalz?
I would like to have a mask.
A mask?
For myself. Yeah.
That would be sensational. Yes. I want a mask. Yeah.
I want a mask.
That again, like that. Honestly, we're all getting masks, guys. That would be so sweet to be able to. If that would become available, I would absolutely buy one of these. Now, do you guys have, in terms of any partnerships down the line that are planned to do collaborating? Do you have any other plans? Again, because like you said, you guys were unfairly attacked, right? And you already said it. A lot of people who would have loved and probably would have been. It would have been a great joy for them to be a part of this community. May have been scared away.
Yeah, to buy.
Right.
They try to buy like over 200-300 DMs. About 200-300 DMs were just failed transaction. Can I please get in? Can I please have an Immortal? Can I buy one? I'll buy one twice the price, 3 times the price. Like, the messages were just, it was out of control. And there's nothing that I could do. There was nothing that I could do. I could just respond to them and say I'm sorry. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of these people, they unfortunately, they gave up.
Yeah, but I think maybe they gave up, but let's get them back, right? Let's bring them back.
Yeah, we're always welcoming new holders and new Immortalz.
But have you guys thought a little bit about how we can bring them back? Because I think that we should. Again, there's a coordinated attack against you guys. Let's do a coordinated attack to bring them back and to show them, look, this is a community that we want to be a part of. And look at all the great things that we have in store. And again, like as this space moves so fast, right, with 30, 40 new projects dropping a day, I think that it's hard, right, because people do move on quickly, and they're always looking at the next mint. But I think it would be cool if some of those people who would have loved to be a part of this, we could somehow bring them back. And I'm just curious if you guys have thought about that in any way, about how to kind of maybe reach out, if it was people that were in the Discord previously, or just ways that we can do that. And I would love, and I'm here to help in that mission for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have an announcement this weekend where we're gonna bring not only them back, but a lot more people.
Okay.
So I would stick around for that.
Okay, fantastic. What about? Are there any plans that we have in the future. And again, a lot of this, you can just say, none of your business. You gotta wait and see. But any plans for upgrading traits or things of that nature? I know a lot of projects like the forging aspect of it. Is there anything that you guys have in the works regarding that, or have you discussed?
Yes, I understand the question. So basically, the profile picture model is not going to be there forever. So people have to have something fun, exciting to do with their NFT.
Yes.
So we have thought, since the beginning of a lot of ideas, but now we're pretty much we pretty much decided on one. So, like I say, this weekend there will be an announcement, and I would stick around for that. Yeah.
Where is this announcement going to be? We all need to be there. Where is the announcement going to be?
In our Discord.
In your Discord.
The Discord. Yeah, the Discord is the first place you'll hear anything.
Okay.
Then it gets pushed out into our media, our social media, and that's where the larger segment of the market gets the news if it gets to them.
Now,
but in the Discord, you're close to the heart of the family. You're basically right there, so
now,
you can feel the heartbeat. You can basically anything that happens, instantly, because we're just upfront with people. We tell them, and I'm always answering to the people directly. I'm some days I'm not 100%, as I should, but I'm always there at least 4 or 5 times a day, doing all the time my DMs. So people ask me question, and I answer all the time. We have a team of 8 mods that are managed by a genius also. So a lot of automation, a lot of help, so a lot of support. We want to build a community where people feel supported. Our Immortals are supported, and it's one of the comments that I read the most is, "Wow, you guys, you're so supportive." So for now, I think we're doing a good job. Now we will always want to improve in all spheres of our project. We don't want to just be normal, or we want to excel. We want to over deliver. That's why we're doing what we're doing, and that's why we did what we did in the past. That's why we gave up some part of our profits. That's why in cutting the minting, and that's why we paid for the gas, and that's why we're going to do free airdrops in the upcoming future. And we have a lot of plan, and we're giving back Immortals to the holders, people that are serious and that really want to be a part of the community. They will have our support, and they will be paid back tenfold compared to somebody that just wants to flip. And there's nothing wrong with flipping. You'll make a lot of money, but the people we focus on is the people that want to stay in our family and our community, because I think we can build something where everybody can trust each other, and we can all make money. That's not the issue, but having a family in your pocket, and having fun with animes, having fun with people in the space, learning about the space, getting to participate in the movement that will continue, and not just a pump and dump, and oh yes, I was in that coin, I made $1,000, I made $10,000, and then you lose everything in the next pump,
right?
Because you bought at the top. So we don't believe in that. We believe in the long run, and that's why we focus so much on the community, and that's why we already have a strong community despite all the FUD.
Yeah. We had a good question in the chat. I think the orbs look phenomenal. Like, we have to do something with the orbs, right? I mean, we can't let this go to waste. Come on. He has all the answers. He won't share.
Well, I shared a lot.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Can you give us any hints though about the orbs? About will they be? Do you already thought about what you can do with them? And you have an idea of what you want to do with them? And anything you could tell us, obviously, would be great.
Well, I can tell you that they're not frozen, right? So we can do what we want with them.
Right.
That's it.
I like him. I mean, man, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. He's hard. Now, from your perspective, because I've asked a lot of questions tonight, but I always like hearing from the creator, right? So, like, from your perspective, what are you most excited about going forward, either on the roadmap or not on the roadmap? Was there something that I didn't hit on? What do you think is most exciting for you looking forward? Besides the community, I know the community's awesome. Besides the community,
besides the community, it's definitely the anime.
Anime, yeah.
And the different assets that we have. So of course that's a little bit further in the future, but all these assets, the goal is to be able to plug in your VR set, and whatever NFT you hold, they become assets in the VR world. So you basically bring with you, your avatars, you bring with you your Embaribees, your other things that we're creating and that we already created, and we're just waiting for the right moment to announce. And it will be a full-blown universe in VR. That's the final goal. So that's really exciting. But just the anime, to go there, we have an anime still, and that's really exciting for me because it's the story of each person in our community. I said the word community again.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's totally fine.
The anime is, from what I've seen, it's gonna blow. It already blew my mind, but I'm gonna be hooked on these, and I'm gonna watch them all the time. And the lore and what we're gonna do with it, it's gonna be just it's gonna be fun to participate to that and to watch, to binge on those for sure.
You mentioned airdrops. I would not be doing my job if I didn't follow up with what airdrops. When airdrops? What airdrops? What can we be expecting? You may just tell me stay tuned for the announcement, which I will be waiting for, because I'm never selling my Immortalz. No effing way. Can you tell us anything about what the first airdrop may entail?
Well, obviously, right now the word is out that we have the Embaribees.
Yeah.
Right. They made their apparition, and then they're there. So obviously we're gonna do something with that.
Okay.
Very soon, and there will be something special for the Immortal owners, the holders.
That's right.
People that already have an Immortal. So yeah, get an Immortal, that's for sure, before the Embaribees comes. And then we have a lot of plans for other drops for those who own both an Immortal and an Embaribees. So really exciting stuff, but I really hope that you're there this weekend so you can hear all about it.
I will be there. Everyone in chat will be there for sure. I just find it really cool. They easily could have folded, right? All the stuff that they had to endure, they had to persevere through. They had to think quickly on their feet. A lot of real life decisions, very fastly, not easy decisions either. Again, like, these projects are not. It takes a lot of people, community, to come up with this kind of project. And look, money's always an issue, right? And they put their money on the line. They cut the mint. They paid all the gas fees. It's just, to me, they made just decision after decision and knocked over every obstacle on their way to get where they are today. And that, I just find that really inspiring.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Will the fact that there are only 4,511 Immortalz be a point in the anime? Well, I mean, again, I'll let him answer. But again, he said that their story is going to be in the anime, right? So I would imagine that would be a part of it.
Definitely. We planned on 10,000 and there was 4,511. We stopped the mint at 4,511. So this is an important number now, and it's going to be represented in the anime for sure. And the Immortalz that were not minted, we're going to do something with that for sure in the anime. It's going to be part of the lore. Everything is going to be part of the anime. It's our story. It's the story of our Immortalz. I'm talking about the community again.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Immortalz that are part of our family and everything. Yeah, they're all going to be part of it.
I've seen a lot of questions about. It says season 1 on the website. I'm not sure. Again, my impression would be that means there's more than one season. But I mean, any comments regarding, the fact that it says season 1 on the website, or maybe you already have thoughts on what season 2 is going to be, or you're just so confident there's going to be season 2.
Exactly. So basically, it's our story. So as long as we're there and we're going, there's going to be a story to tell, and there's going to be a lot of action because we're in the NFT world. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of seasons.
Do we envision an altered dark Immortalz, maybe in the future?
Who asked that question?
I cannot reveal who asked it. Someone asked it. Actually, I forgot. It was chat's moving really fast. I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, it's so there's gonna be some variants of what we have right now.
Okay.
So, but that good sense of deduction to the person that asked that question.
Oh, someone's saying Kevin asked it. Someone's saying Kevin asked it. Kevin may have asked it.
Kevin Moses?
I think so. I think that's what they're saying.
No way.
I'm not sure though. I didn't see it. Chat's moving too fast.
So I guess he wants me to reveal that there are going to be 100 dark Emberi beasts, and they are going to be quite powerful and different. So yeah, you want to maybe get if you're going to get an Emberi beast for your immortal, you might want to get a dark one.
Breaking news, guys! Unbelievable. That's awesome. How do you get on the wheel? Type Immortalz. Get on the wheel. That's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
I didn't trick him. Someone said it was Kevin Moses. If it wasn't Kevin Moses, that's not on me. That's on you, chat.
Oh my God, you guys played me.
I didn't. It wasn't me. I swear. So they said Kevin Moses said it. Then again, or I'm just a great interviewer.
We have a smart Immortalz. We have a smart army of Immortalz in our Discord. So yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Guys,
These guys are really creative.
I will reload the wheel for you. Type Immortalz. I promise you'll get on the wheel. Just type Immortalz, okay? Are the different masks linked to different tribes or clans? Again, like I have my mask. I love my mask. Again, oof.
What mask do you have?
Oh, you can't see the screen?
No.
How do I, guys? How do I explain this? I knew the word. I wrote. It's in my notes. I wrote down the exact name of this mask, and now it's lost on me. Is it a Tengu mask? Is it a Tengu? I think it's a Tengu. Yeah, right. A Tengu mask.
Okay, yeah.
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 A gray one.
So
A gray one.
Yeah, there are certain parts of like the role of the mask, the different tribes in the universe, because the immortal is the Emberi tribe, that we want to keep the reveal for the anime. We have to keep some things that the lore, big pieces of the lore explained by the anime.
Right.
So unfortunately, I'll have to say to be patient a little bit again.
I heard a rumor that I'm the judge. That's my kind of the persona of the show. I heard a rumor that the judge is going to be a central character in the anime. Is that true? Or again, I just heard this. I don't know if it's true. But What do you think? A judge? You always need a good judge. You always need a judge in an anime and stories, right? You're never wrong to get a judge in there. Dealing with some of these ether gods.
Yeah. So we'll have to wait for the anime. That's for sure. But like I said, everybody on our path, every event that we're going through, we will have a shout out to, and we'll, depending on the level of involvement, they will be part of the anime. That's what's going to tie everything together, and you will be able to say, you know, I'm that part in this anime, or this was there because of me, or this is me. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting.
I did see a good question that, like, you guys did so much, like, for the community, like, so many decisions that were, honestly, I don't know if I would have made them. Like, you guys just, everything was so much for the community. Is there anything that if the people who want to give back to you guys, what would be, what's in your opinion the best way that we can give back to you guys and help you guys out on this journey going forward?
Well, buying an Immortal, you know, being in the community, sharing, spreading the vision. If you hear somebody say, you know, they lost money on a project and they stick with it, and the founders, they just left them, you can talk about us, how, you know, we gained your trust, and that maybe they can trust us. So, you know, just spreading the word and the vision that there's not all bad players. You know, there are some good projects out there that are there for the long term and that are there for the people. That would help us.
I mean, certainly I will and can do that, and I hope you guys in the chat and in both my community and the Immortalz community, you guys will do that as well. That's the least we can do for all the stuff that they have endured and persevered through these past, what seems like months, but I guess only 11 days. Is it 11 days now? 11 days that since the mint? Today
is the 11th day of this adventure.
Yeah, I mean, that's wild. Yeah, a good question. Female Immortalz, what are we thinking? On the way, maybe, potentially. You can't tell us. With gods, there's got to be goddesses.
Potentially, you'll hear more either this weekend or at the reveal of the first the pilot, anime pilot.
See, the cool part, I think one of my favorite parts about talking to you is so many people we've had on the show, right? And they talk about there's a game coming in the metaverse. It's coming, and like, let's be honest, we know it may come, but they don't really know yet. They don't really know yet. It sounds like you guys know, like, you guys have all of this, like, really planned out, and to me that's what's cool, because like you said, you can only do so much with a profile picture, right? Like, the artwork is super important, but at the end of the day, like, people are gonna need more. We need more, and it sounds like it's just really cool with this project. You guys, not only do you have it, like you know what you want to do, like, you really have a lot of it already laid out, and almost, and that's, to me, that's what I find really exciting as well.
It's a little bit like Star Wars, right? Where George Lucas, he wrote the whole universe even before doing the movie, right? So all the pieces, they tie up together much better when you have the universe already built,
right?
Than if you're just, you know, kind of going through the motion and just trying to do drops, and it doesn't make sense. So when you have the whole universe already created, then you can just ask yourself, okay, what's the most logical next thing in this universe? So you're not trying to just come up with the next, nice NFT. You're building your universe in a logical manner, and that ties it up together, like the Beasts and the Immortalz, right?
Yeah.
So that would be something.
I'm learning your ticks as the interview goes longer. I'm learning your ticks. I know when you're on the verge of saying something. I know when you hold back. I'm telling you, I don't know if we're going to get it all this interview. The next time we bring him back, I feel that then we're going to know exactly.
Everything,
Yeah, honestly, right now we're playing a little poker game. We're learning his ticks. We're learning how to get him to open up. I like it. I love it.
So we're gonna be letting the community choose which avatar we're gonna have. There's only gonna be one rule. We have to have different masks. So there has to be a little bit of difference in the characters and everything. But yeah, we're gonna let the community choose which immortal they feel we resemble.
Wow.
I find it cool. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow.
That's cool. Before we let you go, any final thoughts? Look, we're getting a lot of sweep the floor questions. You don't have to answer this. If you want to, you can. That's not their job to do that, right? I know a lot of projects do that. First of all, they did buy up everything like over 0.25, and they have already spent a lot of money on this project, helping the community out. And I don't. Again, we should sweep the floor. That's our job. What are we doing? If the floor's low, then we buy them, right? So if you want to answer that, you can. Otherwise, I don't think you have to, though.
Well, I think there's we're in a good spot, because if you look at other projects and their highest point versus where they're at right now, they've gone down drastically.
Right.
The reason why I think we're that strong, even if it's we're at the mint price the last time I checked, and going up to 0.1, I think it's because, again, people, they believe in us. They know that it's going to be something for the long run, so they feel comfortable buying more than one and holding. I was talking to Immortalz today. They hold, I think the max that I saw was 18. He sent me his wallet on Opensea, his account name.
Yeah.
I counted them, 18. So some people, they have a higher belief than others, but I think that's what hold us keep us a better ratio than other projects that drop drastically, because we are in a little bit of correction. It was the mania those past weeks in the NFT. Anything was selling for thousands of dollars. Any project was selling out super quickly, and a lot of people got burned.
Yeah.
So in a sense, I'm really happy. There's going to be a cleansing. So for that, and like I said, we and like you said also, because we advertised that we're going to spend $400,000 US on the gas fees for the second drop,
right?
And it only cost us $350,000. We spent another $50,000 buying Immortalz. So, we're doing our part. Now we have a lot of plans to get that price up. So, but I don't think the real Immortalz, that's what concerns them.
Yeah, and the other thing,
because they know they're. Yeah.
The other thing I'll say is, look, this is the beauty of getting in a project that you want to be in long term. Who gives a fuck what the floor is? We're holding.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's a buying opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise though, you don't have to keep checking the floor. We're holding. Look at all the cool stuff that's coming our way. So I get it though. I get it. A lot of people fixate on the price, right, and fixate on the floor, but we can be better. We don't have to do that, right? We know this is a project that we want to get involved in. We want to hold and be a part of. So the floor market's going to market, as my friend Rune Moose tells us. For the people who truly love the project, the community, love what Eric's doing, what Kevin's doing. We're good. We're good, regardless of what the floor price is. So
I agree.
With that said, any parting thoughts that you would like to share with us tonight? Again, thank you so much for taking the time. I held you over an hour and 15 minutes, and I thought it was great. And I'm just thank you very much for taking the time out tonight. Would you like to leave me, the chat, any parting thoughts?
Well, thank you very much. It's really nice to have a new platform to bring my message.
Yeah.
And the vision of the Immortalz. And I would like to say, I said at the beginning, I'm a guy with a big heart. I love everybody that's on my path right now, like more than ever, because it's totally changed my life. So a big love to you all, and hope to chat with you in the Discord and have fun and laugh and talk about the Immortalz and the Ether Gods and the Embari Beast, and watch animes with you. We'll be watching, we'll do Saturday night watching the animes and voice calls, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you so much, everybody.
All right, before we have you leave, a couple quick hard-hitting questions. Probably the hardest question you're going to get. We ask every guest that comes on here just about. I would like to know, chat would like to know, your childhood crush. Yeah. A childhood crush.
Childhood.
That's right. That's right. And you can name more than one if you want, but we need to know. I think, again, every community needs to know your childhood crush. We've all had them.
Like the childhood crush, like a person?
Yes.
Or the
Well, whatever, however you want to define it. Like one of mine is Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell. I also have Nicole Eggert from Charles in Charge.
Oh.
Something popped into your head there. I saw it.
It might be the Sailor Moon.
Wait, what? The Sailor Moon? Wait, what is that, guys? The Sailor Moon. I know what that is.
It's an anime.
It's anime. Okay.
Japanese anime.
Okay, I like.
Anime.
Chat knows it. This is what I mean. This is why they come on the shows. The hard-hitting questions. Yes, I will be googling this all night to find out what this is exactly. I love it.
We're really.
And again, I just want to say, again, sincerely, thank you so much for taking the time out to come on and learning a little about what your story, what you guys went through, and I'm very, I just think you guys did an unbelievable job handling all the adversity, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have to come, and I hope that we can connect again soon.
Thank you very much.
Okay, talk to you soon.